All right, hello, 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 and welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. All right, we are continuing the run with Transvaal that we started earlier today. Um, the new the new series I'm doing on here, Transvaal's Revenge. So we're gonna take Transvaal until 1936. Um, and so the basic premise here, if you didn't see the one earlier today, I feel like I said it maybe too many times in the earlier one, but I feel like most tutorial videos out there always have some aspect of, and then you're going to go take over Transvaal for its resources. Well, now Transvaal strikes back. It's tired of your shit. Don't take them over. Today it takes, or now, not today. Well, maybe today. It takes you over. So we started earlier today. You can see we did some work, actually. We took over all of the other smaller countries around us. And so now we're basically just colonizing and then building ourselves up to first tackle the Portuguese, to take over these areas here, and then eventually the big one of taking on the Cape Colony, i.e., Great Britain. Cape Colony itself doesn't actually have a lot of the military, but they are obviously owned by the British, and so that's going to be a thing. Now, I was thinking about this run today, and I think we're going to need to start today with a little bit of an explanation as to what we're going to do. It's interesting. The game is kind of recreated, at least the beginnings of apartheid here. So if you look at our society, you look at our cultures, you look at all of these cultures, right? The vast majority of our people are not our primary culture. Our primary culture is Boer, who are basically Dutch. A little bit of history on it that I looked up before doing this. And so basically when the British came in and took over Cape Colony, the Dutch that were there left and formed Transvaal. Although there's, it sounds like there's some discrepancies when Transvaal itself actually began, but that's why we have the Dutch here. So they're the primary culture, but you can see there's such a small number of people. There's such a small population of our country, and so everybody else is only getting +10 acceptance because they're in their homeland. But also at the same time, the vast majority of people are not Protestant, they're animist. And because of state religion, they're getting a -25. Oh my God, come on. Am I going nuts here? -25 acceptance from that. So, that being said, a lot of our people are facing massive discrimination. So you can see here, like our peasants, most of them are in violent hostility, which sucks because not only are they getting depressed wages and bad qualifications, but it also means they can't work certain jobs. So for one, creating a military is going to be a little difficult because most people are not going to be able to be officers. And so that's going to be tough. So we're not going to be able to have really good training rates, but also we're going to have a problem getting people employed in manufacturing industries. Now, one thing they can work. So look, so we do have some people, if they are Protestant, then there'll be an open prejudice. And so not as bad, but like people who are in violent hostility, where is it? Disallow work in military buildings, so they can't be in the military. They can't. They can't work in government buildings. So that's going to be difficult. Um, yeah. So anybody who is not of the Boer culture but is Protestant will have some promise, but we have some acceptance problems here. Now, all of this will be fixed if we can get multiculturalism, and even though Transvaal starts off with pretty good tech, we're still a whole, like, what do you call it? We're level 2. We're a whole level away from being able to get it. We need human rights to get to multiculturalism, and we're still in level 2. So what can we do? So one thing we can do, if we look at society here, and or not population, so let's take like Zulu animist, because we had a lot of Zulu animist peasants here, right? Their acceptance is 0. They're getting 10 as a base acceptance, and then plus 10 for being in a homeland. So they could have 20, but they're getting negative 25 because of the religion. So first thing we can tackle is changing the religion. Or not changing the religion, but the getting off of state religion. So, let's see. Yeah. So say we went to freedom of conscience. They're not going to get any benefits from it, but they won't get the negative 25. So for instance, those peasants we just looked at would have an acceptance of 20. Now that would still, so that, yeah, that would bump them into cultural erasure. They still couldn't work in government buildings, but it looks like they'll be able to work in the military. So that's good. Getting to total separation would be great. Because then those pops would get to 35. So they'd still be here. So basically, if we can get freedom of conscience or total separation, that would be wonderful. And then the other thing is if we can bump up to cultural erasure. Because here, yeah, they're getting plus 10. We have racial segregation, getting plus 10 acceptance from their culture. And then, well, it doesn't say it here, yeah. But they get plus 10 for being in a homeland. So if we go up here, they'd get an extra 10. And so these guys, if we got rid of this, there'd be a 20. An extra 10 would be at 30. And if we had total separation, they would get another 15. So I'll put them at 45, which would bump them into level 3 open prejudice. So I think our next moves are cultural erasure and state religion. In the meantime, I've never tried this, but we could try to embrace an agrarian society. So the thing is, they can work in level 1 acceptance, violent hostility. They can definitely get jobs in agricultural positions. We could, for a short period of time, try to switch to agrarianism. And that will give us some benefits there. The other benefit is we are on homesteading. See, the disadvantage of being agrarian is that the landowners are going to get massive strength. But since we are on homesteading, half of the agricultural buildings will be owned by the local workforce. And so you could kind of split power between the agrarian party, between the rural folk and landowners. You kind of see it right here, right now, with homesteading. Now, it's also not like the rural folk are that great either. But at least they're not landowners. So right now we're trying to do dedicated police force, and we're probably going to get that really quickly, and that'll lower the conservative, or I keep saying the Conservative Party, the landowners. But next we absolutely have to get, we're just going to bounce between them. I'm going to start with the religion, to be honest, because getting rid of that negative 25 will be very helpful. So do church and state, and then try to get to cultural exclusion. So that's what we're doing. Let's unpause this. All right. Now, why is that trade route not expanding? Are we at our 60 units of land trading? So how many units total are we trading here? 43. So we should be able to get an expanded silk thing here. They have plenty of silk. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. So we now have... Yeah, we now have this. Oh, we got plenty. Okay. So we need 123 softwood. And so, perfect. Look at that. So we still have the wood. We now have... here we go. We now have the hardwood that we need. And now this can hire up. Oh, that's interesting. Our line infantry looks different. Okay. Yeah, and we have this under recruitment thing because of the... Ah, yes, finally. This was a thorn in my backside this morning. The conspiracy against Transvaal democracy has lost all momentum among the landowners. The plan to institute autocracy has been abandoned. Ah, yes, for 5 years landowners will lose that political strength. Yeah, too bad our market liberal landowner. Oh, actually, yeah, I don't want him to necessarily lose a bunch of popularity. It's the same interest group political strength. Yeah, let's do this. All right. So look at that. Although this does mean next election, the evangelical church will take over. Can we try to get ahead of this? It's going to be, so February 22nd, 1846. When is the election? Very soon. Okay. So the only real option is to try to get the Patriotic Party. So the problem here is that I want to get total separation, but the evangelical church is about to get the presidency. Yikes. I wish this would move along. Alright, what are we building? More logging camps. That's great. Alright. Good. So we're doing well. We're doing well. All right. So more logging in Transvaal. Actually, don't think we need to do that second one. So the university. That will be, so 4 weeks until we get the paper. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. And I wonder if we can do... Oh yeah, they're not though. Yeah, I can't incorporate any of these states because they're still expanding. Sorry about that. Okay. So we're doing okay. Now I do want to take on Portugal, get this land, and it does look like, if I get my mouse out of the way here, they don't have the most soldiers. They have many more battalions than us, but we have a lot of conscripts that we can get. There's one problem there. With the price of grain soaring across the country, the Patriotic Party is finding itself under relentless pressure from opposition, accused of recklessly toying with the welfare of its citizens. I don't want to lose momentum for the Patriotic Party. I mean, we can lose that. You know, if this trade route is not going to expand, well, then it's kind of useless to us. Yeah, let's just do this. Okay, let's not waste time. I'll fix that in a second. We want to get total separation. There's just no way we're going to be able to get the Liberal Party into the government. Is there anybody we can kick out? Like, I'll kick everybody out. Like, this isn't great, but... So we're at 41 like that. Yeah. Like, what's the big difference? Let's do this. I don't know if that made such a big difference. But if we could get total separation, this would be massive for us. This would absolutely be massive for us. Okay, so now we have no use for this trade route. So maybe we just import the fancy clothes from the British market. All right. Can't believe it actually feels hot in this room after months and months and months of just freezing my butt off in here because the heater was broken for so long. Now I'm actually hot. All right. We're definitely not passing total separation in the next 50 days. So the Conservative Party is probably going to win. Our president is probably going to be Peter Pretorius. So we'll get prestige, authority, prestige and authority. How's our taxes doing? Okay. Not bad. Oh yeah, so Portugal. I want to take them on. If it's just us against them, I think we have a shot. Problem is, they have a defensive pact with Great Britain. And I worry Great Britain would jump in there at a moment's notice. So, like, let's say we tried to do this. Yeah, look at that. Everybody would jump to their aid. What about Cape Colony? Oh, because, yeah, we have good relations with them. Let's not have good relations with them. Alright, but we are moving along. Let's take a look at what potential journal entries we have. I don't know if there's any specific ones to this area. So one thing I actually didn't look up. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Yeah. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. That's okay. It's too bad because, you know, the Paraguay run we just finished, we had that one journal entry where we switched our culture to Paraguayan and had the chance to change our primary culture. Because this is just not helpful. Although I don't know, I've heard if you, and maybe I'm just making this up. If you change to South Africa, if you found South Africa, the primary culture will change. Now I don't know the validity of that, but we're going to have, no matter what, we're going to have to take over this area in order to do it. Because we don't even have it on our nation formation yet. Okay. Let's speed this up. Oh, so how are we doing with guns? We got guns. We can do another trade route. I wonder if we can export guns. That we can. Give it to the Portuguese. Actually, wouldn't be a bad idea. Get them a little dependent on us for guns. And then when it comes time to war, yank that back. Disagreements between the evangelical church and the intelligentsia are causing conflicts in government. Man, yeah, pious fiction. I hate this one. Minus 20% education access. We could lose a lot of authority. Oh, we can afford to lose a little bit from the intelligentsia here. Oh yeah, when we get that... Oh, we got it. Okay. We got the paper thing, so we can get rid of the paper imports. Paper mills. There we go. Yeah, because they're in an unincorporated state. But hey, they built it for me. What am I going to do? I'm not going to say no to that. There it is. So the Conservative Party won. So let's look again what he gives us. So we get extra prestige. Get extra authority. Wow, we can actually get the industrialists in there. So we'll try to fit them in there after we get these laws passed. If we can get these laws passed. This is a big if. Right, so what are we building here? What's our build here? Ah, the atmospheric engine pump. Okay. So now we definitely want to bump coal up. In fact, we want to do more than that. We'll start with 2. Well, actually no. We'll start with 1, and then we'll see. Because, remind me again. So, coal, iron, lead, sulfur, gold. Ooh. We got those gold mines over here. Oh no, they're gold fields. So dumb. Okay. But we can really bump up our iron. And if we can bump up the iron, you know, we can get tools bumped up. You know what? Yeah, just build a second one there. Because we're about to use a lot of coal. Because we also want to get coal in the urban centers. Now, these places are going to take a while to finish colonizing. So they're going to be unincorporated for a while. So let's take advantage of that. And get some wheat. Because wheat is a problem. Wow, these guys have that. Could we switch that? We have a lot of this. 51 and 38. If we switch this over here... Yeah, let's do that. And do they have tools here? No, they do not. Honestly, I would like to have at least one tooling workshop everywhere. Because everywhere needs tools. I think that's one of those things that you just kind of need that everywhere. I'd like to get another construction sector in there. More pragmatically inclined members of the evangelical church, currently opposed to the passing of total separation, have offered to change their stance were they to be offered certain political concessions. Such concessions would not be popular with the intelligentsia, however. Come on, guys. Don't you want this thing to pass? All right. Making some progress. Yeah, we need more construction. Oh my god, I need like a tissue around here. And of course, it's the one thing I don't have. Alright, I'll get up in a moment and get it. Okay, so I want to move the tooling up. Do we have logging in Transvaal? No. Yeah, so let's build one more. One more logging. And then another construction sector. Because we got to get construction up here. To speed everything else along. And actually... We'll move the shipyards underneath the new construction so that we can get ahead on that. Now, this might have been a mistake to put the university in Natal. That's not incorporated yet. Wait, what's that? Oh, Basuto, yeah. But eventually it will be. So that's more of a long-term thought there. All right. Yeah, so there we go. So we got that going. Okay. I'm not going to pause the game here. I am going to slow it down. I'll be able to hear it. I want to get a tissue. There we go. Put it on this little screen here that I never use. And we're back. All right, let's get the game back up here. Got extra tissues. Anybody else just use toilet paper as tissues? I feel like I never have to blow my nose enough to warrant going out and buying like a box of tissues. I never think of it. So, toilet paper it is. All right, well now we can speed this up. So, get our first university done. All right, so this budget is concerning. I mean, yeah, we can afford to lose a little bit there. Let's see, services giving us 500. Ah, yes, intensive agriculture. Oh, although do we have sulfur? I don't think we do. I kind of forgot about sulfur. All right, let's find out where sulfur is. So if you are anybody who's not aware, if you're looking to find where a resource is on the map, I did a YouTube short on this. You click on this. Anywhere where the tooltip for the good comes up, you can just click on that. And then in this thing right here, you put show potentials on map. And then anywhere in green is where you find it. So nowhere near us. Absolutely nowhere near us. That's wonderful. Okay. Good to know. Good talk. A fiery Protestant preacher has shown up in the capital, provoking fights with guards and yelling the most incendiary rhetoric. He's clearly attempting to be arrested and make himself a martyr for the faith. Am I feeling lucky? Every time I do this, I never am lucky. A 25% chance we get plus 15. Well, so we're going to get... So we'd get negative 10 anyway. I guess with this one, though, we're going to get more radicals. Which we have a lot of right now. I'm feeling lucky. I was not lucky. I never am. I don't know why I always feel like I am lucky, and I never am lucky. It's just like, that's life. That's my life right there. Woe is me. Let me get the little violin out. I got more radicals. Although I think I should start paying attention to that at some point. Like, yikes. I mean, that's probably... Yeah, that's because, though, of my government. I gotta keep the intelligentsia in here. So, moving right along. I should start playing that song. I mean, I'd probably get pinged for copyright infringement. Not probably. I would. Oh, where are they building wood? Oh, up there. Alright, I think it's time we got rid of the resource industry thing. So we do Natal or Lorenzo Marquez. It wouldn't help us with taxes. That's really the only reason why I would ever do that. So no. Alright. Well, we can use the minus 6% enactment time. Because we want to do this quickly. God, this bug is so annoying. What is under recruitment? Yeah, Natal. Yeah, people can't be officers. Now, interesting that... Yeah, I haven't activated the... I haven't activated general training because we're going to need more officers. I want to see what happens if I do it here in the capital. Okay. Yeah, Natal can't hire as it is. These guys... So they have, like, almost no bowers here. Yeah, so to be officers, you really need to be, like, the primary culture. We don't have a lot of bowers in our country. So one would ask, how are they the primary culture? That's a good question. That's a good question, all of you who asked that. The answer is, I have no idea. I have no clue. All right. Oh, well, the university's done. Watch now. Yeah, this probably is not going to be able to get hired, too. I wonder if we can put some social mobility here. Maybe that'll help us. Yeah, I should have built it here. I still can. So we'll... knew my instincts on that were dumb. We'll do that after the shipyards. What was meant as a routine speech about the merits of total separation by Simeon de Beer has quickly devolved into a public relations disaster for the intelligentsia. Tisk, 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 buddy. I think you're already kind of disliked too, right? Oh, neutral. We don't want to take a setback. Yeah, you guys are going to have to take one for the team on that. Positivist. I find these guys never to be... Oh, actually, he's kind of helpful. Could help us with church and state here. Who is our current leader? Yeah, moderate. Has no stances. Oh, yeah, Mr. Simeon de Beer. Didn't you have a monocle at one point? He did. I don't know what happened. He used to be so cool. So in 24 months. Well, I certainly hope something has moved with this in 24 months, but we shall see. All right, we need to get these coal mines done, because then we can really start moving around with our goods. We have the atmospheric engine pump, but we can't do much with it. Oh yeah, I was gonna check, do we have... So the British, we can import sulfur when we need it. And we still have plenty of peasants everywhere. So we're not hurting for workers. Problem is we don't have the acceptance for them to get hired anywhere. Since basically this is South Africa and everyone is racist as hell. As opposed to anywhere else, you know? I mean, let's be honest here. But we are talking about South Africa. Okay. Alright. Now let's check this out. If we can get total separation here, that'll give us a start. Ah, we got our first coal mine. Okay. Yeah, so we don't have much demand for it yet, so let's create a demand. Start hiring, my guys. Yeah, you know, we probably... Okay, we need this tooling workshop before we get the next coal mine, actually. Alright, here we go. Hire. Let's bump the speed up to 4. Start moving along. Oh yeah, I was like, why are we getting a throughput bonus? I forgot. This is our coal state. Are any of our other states like that? No, just this one. Okay. Go Transvaal. Alright, we progressed to study on total separation. This would be major for us if we could at least get this. Next we have to get cultural exclusion, and that would be wonderful. But getting total separation, so basically this will to catch everybody up. We have a big acceptance problem since our primary culture, our Dutch people are the primary ones, and they're like almost nobody in the country. So everybody is at violent hostility. That's the level of acceptance they're at, violent hostility. Now, a lot of them are also not Protestant, which is the state religion. They're animist. So all of these people are getting a negative 25 for base acceptance. If we get total separation, they will move to a plus 15. So that'll be helpful. That'll be very helpful. Tackling apartheid like 100 years early. Okay. You know, our private construction... Okay, that's nice. Private construction has been doing well for us, except now they're building more tea plantations. Why do we need more tea? I don't know. We seem to have a surplus. Hey, we have a surplus of this good. Let's build more of it. It's like the corn industry in the United States. Hey, we have a ton of corn. What should we do? Should we not build more of it? No, let's build more of it and put it in gasoline. That's a solution. That's basically my country with tea right now. All right. Let's see, are we hired? Are we hired? All right. We're fully hired up, although, yikes. Law progressed to voting. Oh my lord. We don't need the advance chance anymore. Now we just need the success chance. Excellent. We're almost there, almost there. Look at this. Yeah, look at this. We'll expand the tea plantations. Why? Why do you want to build another one? Like, is there a shortage in the state? No, there's not. So why would you build another one? I mean, I guess, you know, the people, they have the people that can work there, since they can't work in any of my industrial buildings, but good lord. All right. But it's okay. We will recover from this. We shall overcome our private construction queue. All right, at least our budget's moving in the right direction. We really do, considering, look at that, our interest rate is now 16%. When we started earlier today, we were at 30, so we've almost, you know, we pretty much cut it in half here. But even a 16.5% interest rate, I would like to have a little bit more of a buffer in the reserves. I know the generally in this game you want to do deficit spending, be a little bit in debt, but that's when you have a good interest rate, which we do not. We do not. And hey, look at that. We're not actually that far off from being a minor power. I think they're having hiring problems because of this production method. Yeah. I'll go to that in a second. I want to see what happens. Oh. Okay. So they did stick around. Oh, mass communication. Okay. Andres Joubert has embarked upon a week-long tour of the countryside to spread awareness for the need of total separation amongst the rural folk. Yeah, I mean, we'll take it. Okay. Well, they're not hiring here anyway. We might as well do that. And then same thing in the conscription centers. And this isn't hiring either. Yeah. It was a mistake to put this there. I mean, I won't get rid of it. Eventually, the state will be incorporated. And we could use the university. But that does mean we need to build a university in Transvaal. It's too bad my private construction built the paper mills there. Okay, so we got banking spreading. What else are we tech spreading now? I haven't checked in a little bit. Fractional distillation, hydraulic cranes, and banking. Okay. Oh, liquor is actually doing good. Oh, is liquor expensive in the British market? No. So why are we paying so much for the trade route? Are we tariffing it? %15 on it. Yeah, let's get rid of the tariff. There we go. Hey, look what happens when you get rid of tariffs. Things suddenly start becoming productive. I mean, this is just a video game after all. That's probably what the counter argument would be. Well, that's just a video game. I would love to see if our politicians could play this game and play it well. Especially the ones that have a hand in the economy. Like, if you can't get a country to #1 in Victoria 3, should you be handling a real economy? Isn't that really the question here? That's how I vote when it comes to economic policy. How good are you at Victoria 3? Put that on a sign. I'll run. Be like, I made Paraguay 5th in the world. Vote for me. Although the counter argument to that is, I can play this game, but I don't know much about the economy, if I'm being honest. I guess I know how to do an industrial era economy. Although I guess it's pretty easy to be like, just build iron mines and coal. And send people into them. I would hope it's a little harder than that. Although the way a lot of people are running companies in the country right now, it seems like they don't know much either. So I shouldn't sell myself short. Transvaal, Zambezia. So, a goal for us as we get later into the game, after we form South Africa, if we're going to be able to, I would like to get a power block and create the African Union and try to help create as many independent African states as I can and kick Europe out of Africa from the south to the north. So we'll see. That's a pretty lofty ambition. There should be an achievement in the game for that. But lo and behold, there isn't. Supporters of total separation among the intelligentsia, headed by Andries Joubert, have questioned the government publicly on the amount of time that is required in order for the law to pass. I think, hold on, slow this down for a second. I think the animist rights movement is trying to pass total separation, right? Okay, yeah, so yeah, they want total separation, but unfortunately they want a little hand in rights of women, and they want legal guardianship, so I don't really like you guys now. You're just going to be a thorn in my backside later on. Although I don't want to lose the bureaucracy, Jesus. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, okay, so we're at logging camps. That means we have an extra tooling workshop. Tools are now pretty cheap, which means coal is coaling. Okay, so let's slow down for a second. Where are we with that? So, do we have other iron mines? How many others? Yeah, let's put you on the atmospheric engine pump. Okay, iron is fairly cheap. Coal, we could use another one. Man, I should really try to make the coal company in here. Jesus, what am I doing? So move that to the top, but let's move it after the construction sector. Right. So now everything should be fairly inexpensive. Yeah, wood we're building more of. Yeah, and look, we are moving ahead. So now, can we lower taxes? Yes, we can. All right, before we raise these up, let me just get the reserves up a little bit. All right. How's that barracks? Still not hiring. Well, hopefully, once total separation passes, because I'm pretty confident in it now, that actually might change there. Okay, so we have, yeah, the Protestant traditionalist movement. We're going to have some issues with them. And the Zulu national movement. Okay. Well, you guys, don't start with me. I would love to have multiculturalism. But you just don't like anything except multiculturalism. I would love to have that. But unfortunately, our scientists haven't discovered it yet. We might need to suppress these guys. Although, yeah, there's not a lot of support for them. So actually, no, we don't really need to. The peasant movement has a lot of support. They don't like the current taxation. Quite frankly, neither do I. Look at that. But, no, the next thing we're doing is cultural exclusion. So hopefully we can get this to pass on November 11th. A well-acclaimed troupe of wandering artists has arrived at Transvaal, followed by hundreds of requests about our generous government funding one of their concerts. Fund them. Oh. I gotta pay for that. Alright, yeah, let's do it. Get higher prestige. Maybe get our loan rate down. Yeah, let's not start having the yo-yo hiring process going on here. Yeah, what happened? Oh, I bet... Yeah, I bet a bunch of people moved into the new logging camp. That's what happened. Alright, well, they're hiring. And we're getting another construction sector. Andries Joubert and his supporters have publicly petitioned at a prison in Vristad for the release of a pro-total separation protester held there on charges of disorderly conduct. Yeah, I'll take the enactment success chance. We're giving a little bit to the animist rights movement, but whatever. Whatever. Alright, can we get another agitator? Oh, well, we can't. We got this guy. So in 2 weeks, we can make him the head of the intelligentsia. See, the problem is, once we get total separation, I guess he could be helpful for presidential republic. This character is an ardent technocrat and anti-clericalist, disdaining both the arbitrary power of monarchs and the fickle whims of the public. You're like, I don't want you. You're not helpful to me. So, let's get some stuff built. All right. So let's get this coal mine built. Lower the price of coal a little bit. We can do the Atmo pump here. It's going to take 10 more tools. I hate to keep pushing back everything else constantly, but we could use another tooling shop. Oh, shouldn't we have the journal entry? Yeah, the atmospheric engine. Oh, just as I think of it, we finish it. Nope, always take the help to the research. Through the widespread introduction of the atmospheric engine in the mining industry, productivity is at an all-time high. Okay. Yeah, so we got a big, so we got a boost to water tube boiler, which is on our list here. Okay, yeah, so fieldworks, logistics, munitions. Then, banking, and then we want quinine because we can start colonizing up this way. Since our homelands are Boer, and none of this are Boer homelands. I mean, let's be honest here, this isn't a Boer homeland anyway. But it is what it is. So fishing wharfs. Do we need fish? Oh, well, okay, yeah, actually we do. So we have quite a bit of people in mild starvation. Yeah, we need to just get through this build queue and get all the rest of this stuff built. In fact, I kind of want to do this food stuff first. So let's move the iron down. Because this will help with radicalism. Andres Joubert's rhetoric has drawn negative attention to the representatives of the evangelical church, who he has condemned for obstructing the passage of total separation. Alright, we're at 48% now. Come on, just get it done with. And we're losing money again. Although we did just add that construction sector, that's probably what it is. A minor scandal has buzzed around the Liberal Party as a piece of reformist fiction written by Andres Joubert in his youth has begun to circulate once more. Whilst enthusiastically written, that is the work's only merit. Oh, man. I wish the Liberal Party could not lose all that. Okay. So maybe the Patriotic Party. They're really the only one close enough. Although the armed forces are never actually all that helpful either. Parties, particularly the Free Trade Party, are struggling to raise enough funds for all their campaigning needs this election. I can't really spare the money, but we will. I'd love to get the Free Trade Party up there. Alright, yeah, what else is unpinned? Path to liberalism. A level 2 arts academy. The Anti-Cape Colonies Association. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's because I'm damaging our relations with them. I wish there was a way I could, like, break up this defensive pact. I can't tell if we need to get off of national militia. See, the problem is it only allows us to have a level 5 barracks. So we can't have a very large standing army. But the other question is, say we switch to professional army, can we actually hold a large standing army? I'm not too confident in that. But the problem is, if I couldn't hire for a professional army, then the national militia isn't helpful either, because the same people won't be hired as conscripts. National militia is helpful if you don't have a lot of people to employ for your standing army. And that's not our problem. We have people. They just don't have the acceptance level to be hired. So, I think the problem that we are having makes having professional army or national militia irrelevant. The problem applies to both. All right, come on. Here we go. Do it. 2 more days. Yes. There we go. Get the Protestants out of there. So just like that. Actually, it won't be just like that, but everybody should start having more acceptance. Yeah, so it's going to take some time for them to boost up, but now they can. Okay. Cultural exclusion. Oh, I forgot. Slavery. Oh, man. This is going to be tough. We got to get rid of this. We got to get slavery banned. Ah, yikes. Really, we can have debt slavery? Alright, let's do it. I mean, we want slavery banned. It's not that we don't want it. The problem is, I don't think we're going to get it. We don't have a lot of people in the pro-slavery movement, so that's good. Oh, man. Okay. Several prominent supporters of the Protestant traditionalist movement have approached the government with an ambitious petition to see through their agenda. The petition has been promoted as a necessary starting point amongst the movement's membership. What is this thing? Goonie National Movement. Okay, let's pause for a second here. Yeah, they want multiculturalism, so I thought. So they'll get more activism, but less pop attraction. They're already at 66% activism, though. Yeah, fine. Can bring their activism down a little bit. Stephanus Vandermeer, or I don't know how Merwe, leader of the rural folk, has been loudly accusing the Conservative Party of misrule, given the country's low standard of living, claiming that only the Agrarian Party has the willpower to set things right. Hey, minus 20% momentum to the Conservative Party. That's something I'll take. Let's do that. Alright, a duel. Abraham Milan. Okay, and Peter... Oh. You know, 2 guys that are marginalized. Yeah, let's have you both just lose popularity. It's fine with me. Oh, the Patriotic Party coming out of nowhere. Look at that. All right. So we got a new president, Carl Jacobzoon. Charles Jacobzoon. All right. A 38-year-old Boer president. Ooh, look at this. So we lost quite a bit of authority. Interesting. Oh, his popularity. He's not very popular. How could you not like this guy? Okay. So let's get them in. Hey, look at that. Can we get them in? No. Don't push your luck. I actually don't mind this makeup. I mean, we're still unacceptable. Yeah, look at that. But we do need the intelligentsia in there. Unless, what are their stances here? Well, they're not against it. No, get out of here. And then, what do the armed forces want? They want professional army. They care a lot about taxation. So we'll start like this. Because it's just the intelligentsia that want this. Alright, so we'll do that. If we can get 6 more legitimacy, then we'll move ahead to contested government. But we got the Conservative Party out of power, so that's something. All right, well, we're at about an hour and 20 minutes. So we're going to take a pause. I'm going to do a bathroom break. Be right back. So be back in like 30 to 40 seconds. All right. We're back. So yeah, a little more than 60 seconds. Can you blame me? I needed to make a drink. All right. And then got to take some insulin, so don't think I'm just sitting here on my phone on stream. I'm sitting here on my insulin pump on stream. Thank you very much. All right. So where are we here? Okay, so we have a problem with authority. It seems you have a problem with authority, Mr. Anderson. That we do. Ah, okay. Good. We got that. All right. Yeah, so we can get rid of the road maintenance here. That'll help us there. The the bureaucracy thing. We gotta get that situated. I guess I hate to chase bureaucracy with government buildings, because that is just a recipe for debt spiral. But yeah, look, nobody has qualifications for it. Oh, and we have an infrastructure problem. Wonderful. All right, well, let's build... See, that's... Okay. We really need to get to Central Archives, because we need to incorporate our states. I'm tempted to just go... Oh, see, though, we can't until we get banking, because we're going to get that ahead of time penalty. All right. So if we get banking before logistics is done, we're going to go to Central Archives. The other thing we're going to do is, I should have done this from the beginning. We're going to build our own paper plant in Transvaal. I should have done that from the start. We're going to do the government admin building. I'm never going to get to these wheat. All this wheat. See, though, we're going into debt. Although, it's not because of that. Look at that. Yeah, it's because we're not. We're not. You know, once we get the shipyards, we'll be able to get the petite bourgeoisie on the scene. Because then we can get some trade centers. We have no trade centers. Oh. And then we can get plus 10% bureaucracy. Yeah, and then we'll add a food industry. But we'll do it. We'll wait. I was going to keep it at the end of the build queue, but by the time we get to the end of that build queue... Oh. Well, this place is incorporated. And they are going to have a lot of stuff. Problem, though, is that we've run out of infrastructure there. And we're not getting to railroads anytime soon. Alright, let's lower government wages. See, even that. Alright, let's pause here for a second. Because we're starting to get into debt. Can't do that. Now we're spending a lot on iron. Are we spending too much? Yes. Is the short of it. Okay. So we need to build this iron. Oops. Me and my battle with the map. So we need to build the iron. Problem, I think, the other problem is we need more, like, GDP. Well, the shipyards might help us with that. Alright, let's try to get the price of iron down. I don't want to delete a construction sector. Alright, see yeah, that's the other problem. Everything is so expensive here. I think I need to cut my losses on this construction sector. We inherited this one, so that was part of the problem. But, you know... Oh, and they don't have a lot of peasants left there. Alright. Let's get rid of it. It's a problem. It's been a problem. Although getting rid of that didn't help all that much. Oh. Well, we are in the positive. Okay. It would be amazing to sit and try to really micromanage this game state by state. Try to make every state profitable. Yeah, like this state is profitable, but this state is not. Yeah, that's because we have the construction sector here. Do we really have no government expenses there? Defenders of continued slavery have published a wave of diatribes, treatises, and sensationalized fictional narratives, all to support their cause. The quantity, if not the quality, of these works has shaken public confidence in abolitionism. I don't... Okay, so if we take this, we're getting a setback. If we take this one, we might not get the setback. Let's try it. Alright. So we're not going to get it. The pro-slavery movement. Look at this. And they're going to get 6... So we might need to abandon slavery band. We could try just doing debt slavery. They like debt slavery. For now. Because so if we do debt slavery, we can get to cultural exclusion. Problem is almost nobody approves of debt slavery. And the other problem is this really doesn't look like it has a chance. Do I make the call now before we have to go through a whole bunch of stuff? Mobs have surrounded an arsenal in Transvaal, threatening to seize the arms and munitions stored within. While the guards are staving off attacks for now, if no relief is sent, then the arsenal will fall to insurrectionists. See, we're going to accumulate a whole bunch of radicals while we try to do this. So, here's the... Okay, so here's the argument for canceling slavery banned and then trying to do debt slavery. Hold on. So let's see. So it will lower. We will lower the political strength of the landowners by 25%. And then see the slavery laws are kind of complicated here. They don't really tell you everything, like who's going into slavery and stuff. So those who cannot clear their debts instead forfeit their person as their creditor's property. It doesn't really say, though, how that functions in the game. Okay, we're going to stop slavery banned. Let's let the revolution stop, because this is definitely going to a revolution. And that's a game over for us, because they'll take most of the military. Oh, come on, you guys. Alright, so... yeah, nobody endorses debt slavery. Nobody. Do we have a general that might? Nope. Nope. Okay. See, probably... oh, yeah, no, because the landowners are market liberals. Okay. So this puts a wrench in our plans for cultural exclusion. See, legacy slavery, though, doesn't help us here. But, you know, we could do this. We could get to wealth voting. So this gives political strength to aristocrats, mainly, and capitalist clergymen officers. And this gets rid of all of that. So maybe we do wealth voting. Change up the distribution of power a little bit. Then... well, actually, you know, we could use this right now. Okay, first thing we're going to do is change the tax law. Get a little bit more money in our pockets so that we have room to maneuver. I'm thinking maybe, okay, we change the voting law to enfranchise some more people, some different people in the country. That will give us our cooldown on slavery ban, because we can't do it for another 2 years. And so doing these 2 law changes will do that. I also think we might change to agrarianism. Because while we have such oppression, most of our people are going to be hired in agricultural buildings. So we can lean into that a little bit. We might do that, but that's pretty far on the back burner at the moment. What are they building here? More dye. Okay. Yeah, so build us more iron. Okay, then we get that shipyard. We absolutely need the... well, we need the shipyard, but then, yeah, we need a port. I almost forgot about that, but that'll go after the shipyard. Yeah, because we don't have a port. Okay. Well, we are getting out of debt. Slowly. Very slowly. We're almost at minor power. Wouldn't that be a thing? All right. Representing his constituents in the armed forces, Carl Jacob Zoom has issued a formal petition to the Transvaal government to pass professional army. Well, I don't know if we can't afford to lose. Well, we can afford to lose the government legitimacy. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it. There's just more stuff we have to do first. Let's take a look at it for a second. Plus 100 political strength to servicemen and officers. Ah, look at that. Yeah, it gives more political strength to officers, which are the bowers. But we get more unit veterancy. Yeah, we can do it. Let's do it. I mean, I would eventually like to do it. We are eventually going to have to fight Portugal and the British. So we're going to need a professional army to do that. Okay. Oops. All right. Let's see. So we'll probably get some advancement on this. Well, not probably, but maybe. Let's speed things up here. Actually, would really like to get to this port. Ambitious middle strata citizens are opposing per capita taxation on the grounds that when they inevitably become wealthy capitalists, they will be excessively taxed. Yeah, we're all going to become wealthy capitalists. Idiots. Oh, God. +3 minimum expected standard of living for the middle strata. Oh. Actually, my middle strata are, like, living large. So we can afford that. Oh, or we can take... Oh, yeah, for 2 years we lose tax income. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Man, you guys, though, are killing me, this education access. What's something they like that I like? Oh, they like public health insurance. That's interesting. Man. Okay, we can stop. Doing this. We still only have the one interest. See, we gotta get more construction. Otherwise, like this build queue, we're gonna waste so much time on this build queue. We gotta find a way to get it done. But how? We are so strapped in this economy. Well, I mean, you look right here, we have some ability. I think, you know, we get the shipyards in the port, we can start trading. So maybe then we can start doing some stuff. That's the technical term. Doing stuff. We get the government admin, and oh god, yeah, we're not gonna be able to incorporate that though. I'm gonna incorporate that. What is this part of? It's part of that. Oh my god, 19,000 days. We could stop growing a colony. Ooh, the Portuguese don't have any progress anymore. So I don't want to stop that. And I definitely don't want to stop this. Tensions are high. But why? Oh, the malaria. But I thought this is a homeland state. Why am I getting that? Oh, it is not a homeland state. That's the problem. Okay, hold on. So let me rethink this. So maybe, luckily we just started it. Maybe I want to do the port and everything here. We have a lot of people, and I can incorporate it. Yeah, because it's going to be a long time before I can incorporate that state. Okay, we're gonna do a major shift here. We want a port over here and a shipyards here. Do I have the stuff for it? Fabric and wood. I mean, I got tons of fabric. And I got wood. Okay. So we want to finish that iron mine. So let's do the port. Oh no. Finish that. We have the infrastructure. Hey, banking. Okay. So let's build another construction sector. Right. The wood. Wood. See, I probably Should not have. I either should not have built the construction sectors here, or I shouldn't have built the arms industry here. I could have built it here. And that is probably what I should have done. Although I guess, yeah, I was thinking, I forgot I did it here because I have the barracks here. The upper strata have decided to donate generously to the poor. Many among them even advocate for the per capita taxation law, agreeing that it would be a fair means of redistributing wealth. Hey, yeah, let's do that. Okay. So, let's take a look at the market here. We have a lot of hardwood. I wonder what happens if we just switch this over. Yeah, now we don't have an, oh, we don't have any. Okay, so we don't have any. How much hardwood do we need? We need one more. What if we did that here? Because eventually we're also going to want to put military shipyards here, and they're going to need hardwood. Now we got tons of hardwood. Ooh, okay. So let's do that. And we're, yeah, look at that. We're perfect on hardwood. Okay. All right. And, you know, when we pass this, we're going to get some additional funds. Yeah. Okay. So that's not so bad. Yeah, because that made the cost of our construction goods a little lower, so that's good. Oh, yeah, look at that. So we just added... Oh, come on. Higher up. I wonder if we need to increase this. Okay. Will that get people? I'll pay you more money. So where to go from here? That's the question to ask. Just gotta wait for this boot queue. A series of perceived poor decisions by the liberal movement has led to a notable decrease in its ability to raise money. Ooh, I don't want that. This afternoon, Carl Jacobs Zoon, leader of the armed forces, delivered a fiery speech advocating for the enactment of per capita taxation. No, I'd rather just take that. So those students sometimes use their native language in Transvaal schools. Some have called for teachers to penalize the use of these languages. I always gotta look at this one closely. There's a lot going on. So Transvaal will get more assimilation, but much more radicalism. Less assimilation, but less radicalism. We could use less radicalism. The petite bourgeoisie lose approval, but they're not even on the board yet. We'll do that. Oh, our former president, Peter Pretorius, retires. So who do we have now? A moderate. How boring. Peter Vandermeer. Alright. Oh, look at that. More prestige from power projection. That's not bad. But he's not our leader, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Yes, he's going to take us 4 years to get through 2 pages of this. God. Well, when we pass per capita taxation and have an increase in revenue, first thing we're doing... We should start incorporating now, because it's going to take a couple years. But that's risky. It's going to take 20 years in total to incorporate. We got to start doing it now. 21 years. My lordzos. Get that government admin building going now. What in the hell? 20 years? Like, what? My God. The clothes we're wearing right now are going to go out of style before they incorporate. Okay. That sucks. We're going to be like in the mid-game by the time it finishes. I also feel like there's something going on with my headphones. I think I'm going to switch here. Oop. Let's switch our headphones. These are actually more comfortable anyway. Okay. Yeah, there we go. These are better. So I wonder why. I wonder what the deal was with the other ones. Oh yeah, I just gotta have a little volume knob on here. Not bad. Okay. Yeah, let's put that down. What's our unpinned thing? The path to liberalism. So we're losing money once again. Well, one thing is, we can't actually incorporate anywhere at the moment. So it's not even like we're not incorporating somewhere. But my God. 21 years. Alright, what are we researching? We're still researching logistics. Oh, we got banking. So now we're really going to do... Okay, we're going to redo all of this. So Central Archives is next. Then we do quinine. Then we do railways. And honestly, we don't even really need logistics right now, but, you know. Oh, and we're getting tech spread on percussion cap. So, we don't even need to have that in the queue. All right, let's bump the speed up to 11 here and get this moving. All right, so we got the port. But it's... I wonder if that gets throughput penalty for not being incorporated. Though previously opposing the per capita taxation laws, Andres Gilbert has considered the industrialists' political position and instead offers support. So our positivist guy can get success chance. I would love it if it would, though, just advance. Alright, so now we're waiting for June 26th. So we could really, really use it right now. Oh yeah, so the port. Let's take a look at the port. Okay. So no throughput bonus on that. So we're having a problem with qualifications, huh? Oh yeah, well maybe we'll move this over here. Although we could get a help on enactment success chance. Yeah, but we need this to hire. Ooh, the private construction is building us a glassworks. That's helpful. Thank you, guys. You know, we're gonna have a problem with lead, right? Yeah. Oh my god. Where is lead in the world? I won't say nowhere near us, but not quite near us. It's over here in Zambia. All right. So that's not great. It's not great, but it's not horrible. Oh, and of course, we need an arts academy over there. Wonderful. Always. Always. Oh. Oh, you know, I forgot. The Anchorage port will give you convoys. Look at that. Give you up to 20. That does mean we can start to get... Yeah, we have a trade center now. Oh, you know, I mean, we always had trade centers, but now we can get better ones. Oh. You know, we don't really need that trade route for liquor. So, what would be a good export? Yeah, what about dyes? Well, we can't quite do that yet. Oh, it sounded like the door was opening. Yeah, we need more convoys to do this stuff. The British market could use fruit. Wait, why am I looking at the shipyards? I want the port. Yeah, we're gonna have hiring problems here. An influential faction within the landowners has grown frustrated with their co-members' neutrality on the topic of per capita taxation. Themselves in favor of the law, they have now resolved to form a separate political faction intent on passing it. I mean, we're gonna have, like... Yeah, we'll take this. Get less people there. Gold depleted. Oh, now... Oh, okay. The rich mineral deposits in Verstadt have been drained. Mines are being shuttered, and all the prospectors who moved in are beginning to drift away in search of the next big strike. We can't afford more radicals. Let's see. Yeah. But we can do the gold mines. And we're going to do that right now before anything else. Because I'm realizing we just lost all of that minting. We just lost all that minting from the gold fields. But I also do the atmospheric engine pump on that. So give us that. And for God's sakes, this thing, it's now got a 0% stall chance. How are we still in sponsorship? It just doesn't make any sense. It's the deep state, man. It's the deep state. It's something I don't like. It must be the deep state. All right. Man, I feel like this stream kind of flew tonight. I guess when you're fighting apartheid, time flies. I really do need to tackle this whole problem. I'm trying to. Hey, Abraham Berger has offered to spend some of their personal wealth to fund the creation of a university in Transvaal. Thank you. In the place I want it. A wonderful idea. Nah, no thanks. Okay, so we can get that off of there. So we already have the university now. Hire that up. Of course, the paper is expensive. But that's probably because we can't get anybody hired here. Oh, paper's cheap there. Yeah, get the university hired. That will also give the petite bourgeoisie a little bit, or not the petite bourgeoisie, the intelligentsia a little bit more power. Aw, my market liberal landowner retired. Oh, and he was a general, too. Well, we don't need to add another general in right now. Yeah, so is it because this is hiring, we just lost people here? I can't believe this is taking so long. So it's really putting a wrench in our plans, which was to finish this up, but then tackle, change the voting laws to change distribution of power a little bit. Because we got to get rid of slavery so that we can get to cultural exclusion. Although we moved up here. We got 2 more prestige and we're a minor power. Go figure. Also, I feel like what we really need is a navy so we can get another strategic influence or region and go to use Great Britain. Look at that. You know, Portugal. Because I always say I like to take smaller powers in the game. It's just a funny thing to think about, but Portugal is kind of a small nation in this game. It's an odd thing to think about, since they were a colonizing power, but they're kind of small. All right. Finally, I moved ahead to study. All right, our first gold mine. It's going to be moving along. So hire this up. So this should hire because this shouldn't suffer from the other penalties. Hey, now it's moving. Okay, so we're at 78% success rate. Hey, logistics. 6% stall. So this should pass on September 20th. If it doesn't, I'm going to be super pissed. Pieter Vandermeer of the Evangelical Church has been preaching in favor of the Conservative Party, convinced that their victory has been foreseen in God's plans. Yeah, let's take that. So the Patriotic Party. I mean, I'd love to get the Liberal Party up there, but as long as it's not the Conservative Party, I am happy. Okay, well, we're past 2 hours now. 2 hours and 20 minutes. So I'm overdue for a bathroom break. So I'm going to do a very quick bathroom break. 60 seconds, and I'll be back. All right. Whoa. Well, I'm back. But there seems to be something wrong with my headphones now. What is going on? Oh, wait. There we go. Who knows what's going on in my life right now? I certainly don't. All right. Let's unpause here. All right. In collaboration with the Liberal Party, Andres Jobert has secured a deal for cheap and quickly distributed pamphlets in support of the party. Oh, momentum. What does this do for him? Yeah, no. I'd rather take that momentum. It's not going to do much, but... Oh, man. We really need this taxation law to pass. We need it. We need it super bad. So we almost got our shipyards, and then we're going to tackle all these farms across the country. Get the artillery foundry. I mean, just in general, that'd be a good thing to have. Some tool, and then all the random stuff at the end there. Okay. General Pretorius has made public statements in support of the Agrarian Party, bringing into question the political neutrality of the military. Let's see, do we want him to be the leader of the rural folk? Like, what would he bring them? Not much. Who's the current leader? This guy. Okay, so he's given them political strength and pop attraction. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, we don't need to switch it up. But we will get momentum. I mean, momentum can go all around as long as it's not going to the Conservative Party. I don't know what I have going on here. Hey! There we go. Alright. Just in time. Are these things... No, not that. Is this hired up? Yeah. Look at that. Okay. Ooh, that has given us a lot of minting. Look at that. Despite not enjoying full rights under Transvaal law, some wealthier Swana people have begun moving into neighborhoods, frequenting establishments they would normally be excluded from. So, alright, so the Patriotic Party held on. Yeah, we'll take that. We couldn't get just one. Wow, the leading party are the industrialists. That's interesting. Yeah, I know. If I took the Liberal Party out... But they're the ones... Like, we have a chance to get census suffrage. Alright. Yeah, we're going to keep the makeup as it is. And then... we're going to get... we're going to go for census suffrage. Look at that. There's no stall chance on it. So this might change up the distribution of power a little bit. Well, not might. It will. Actually, and... yeah, and I'll finish off path to liberalism. But this might help us get slavery banned. So then we can move on to cultural exclusion. Look at this. A 0 stall chance. We might be able to get this through really quickly. All right. So let's move this all along. Oh, I forgot about professional army. Should have done that. Well, no, you got to jump on the chance for the census suffrage. This might go through quickly. The armed forces are going to be pissed. In a show of public support for the new census suffrage reform, citizens in Natal have offered to volunteer organizing upcoming elections. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, minus enactment time. That is what we want right now. Good old toilet paper tissues. Alright, yeah, let's speed that up. Let's get these farms going across the country. Lower the price of grain. How is this suffering from infrastructure problems? What's even built here? Who built a... I didn't realize they built the glassworks here. Like, what in the world? Oh my god. Just useless to me. Well, look at that. We can't even build any logging camps there. Killing me. You are killing me, private sector. And there, oh, and there's gold fields there. Oh, God. Oh, man. And there's no... I can't build anything. Okay, we got a problem. Oh. Hello, Jackie's42. Thanks for joining. Capitalists always building in the middle of nowhere. I know, right? Always. They're either building crap we don't need, like... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? The Arts Academy in a state that can't hire. Or a glassworks in a state that has no wood or or lead. And now I just realized our private sector can't build, so we can't split the construction cost. So I might need to pause the construction queue. That's not ideal. Well, okay, here's what we can do. I always forget about this strategy. We're going to put some urban buildings up for sale. This will help us not only empower our industrialists, but get out of debt. So let's... Oh, that's old. There you go. And let's put this up for sale. How much debt are we in? 244. Yikes. And then the shipyards, which aren't even profitable yet, but they're about to be. Okay. So now, hopefully this will hire. So we are having the unfortunate situation where, because we are in Transvaal, we're basically, let me get to it here. So we have a lot of hiring problems because our primary culture, Boer, is like almost nobody. and everybody else is suffering. Now, one thing that did help us is that also the state religion is Protestant when the vast majority of people aren't. We got off of state religion, so that was helpful. So now we're trying to get to cultural exclusion, but we got to get off of slavery first before we can do that. So we're first trying to get to census suffrage to change up the distribution of power. And once we get that, then get slavery banned so that we can then get to cultural exclusion. So it is a tangled web we are weaving right now. But we are holding strong. The problem, though, is that we are a small power. Oh, our interest rate is 13%. It has been worse than that, but we can't go further. We're 250,000 in debt. We also need to, okay, we need to fix this. $63. We're losing 63 from institutions. We need to get rid of these two institutions. That's what we need to do. And actually the nationally owned buildings. I'm actually ready to just put everything up for sale. The coal mines, actually, no. We'll hold on to that. The cotton. Oh, gold discovered in Northern Cape. We'll get to that in a moment. Not the gold, not the iron. I'm not selling those for future company stuff. I don't want to have to buy buildings back in order to get a company. So let's start selling everything off. I thought gold was just discovered in Northern Cape. Oh, I guess we already had it. Yeah, nothing more to build there. Okay. Alright, so let's... Oh, people are buying stuff. Whoa, okay, so I might have been a little overzealous. So, we're out of debt. Although that, yeah. I knew that was going to happen. It just still hurts to see. The landowners are very powerful now. But we're out of debt. And we lowered 20 from our deficit of bureaucracy. Because we have 60% tax waste right now. But hey, now we have money. And we can lower taxes. So let's do it. It'll help us with radicals, because we do have a big problem with that right now. Oh, and we do get more legitimacy. There we go. Alright, so we just very much empowered the landowners, but we did get out of debt, and we did lower taxes, and we're helping with radicals. So, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know? Now tell me why this thing that has a 0% stall chance is still on sponsorship. That makes no sense to me. That makes no sense. Okay. So maybe we can pay the military a little more here, get more power projection. Yes, law progresses study. That's great. Look at this economy booming. All it took was to hand it over to the landowners. Although the industrialists, too, you know, they're moving along. What industrial buildings do we own? These shipyards. Well, we're not going to sell them now. We don't need to sell. Oh, so we're almost done with all of these farms. Oh, look at that. And now they're building stuff. So, hasn't done much for us there. But we're making our way through the building queue. What are we researching? Okay, so yes, getting central archives is going to be vital. Which means I want to get this paper mill ready to go. In fact, we're just going to start doing it now. So that'll really get us out of this bureaucracy deficit that we're in. All right. Have we at least... Yeah, we're still on 50 though. Okay. Modern sewerage. Oh. Percussion cap. Okay. We got that. Nice. We're doing tech spread on water tube boiler and central archives. Okay. So once we get quinine, we can start colonizing up there. Alright, the political wills and desires of the lower classes will always remain an opaque matter. For whatever reason, support for census suffrage has spread like wildfire across Transvaal, spurred on by charismatic speakers and lively debates in small-time social clubs. You know, we could use the loyalists. Why would we get plus 20% political movement pop attraction to the liberal movement, but also pop attraction to the landowners? Yeah, I'd rather take the loyalists. I'd rather take the loyalists at this point in my life. All right. So. Okay, so now we're getting the paper mills. Yeah, I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna fail at that. Oh, Mr. De Beer is gone. So a Democrat. Okay, that's good. I could get this guy there, though. A positivist, you're not gonna do much for me. I'd rather have the intelligentsia be headed up by Democrat. Christian Berger. Let's see, what is he adding? Political strength plus 5%. Okay. And look at that beard, that goatee. Now this is a guy that you want heading up your intelligentsia. Just smoking a cigar with an epic goatee. How do you have a goatee that big and no facial hair up here? That is a statement, Mr. Berger. I like it. I'm all for it. Would I do that? No. but I'm happy for you, Mr. Burger. Okay. So, oh, this is at a 0% advance. 0% stall, but a 0% advance. So we started off this run pretty advancing quickly. We took over a lot of small stuff around us. But now we're kind of stalling out here. The problem is if we go after Portugal, Great Britain is gonna join in. I wish Great Britain would not. Matabey failed. Come on. I wonder if we finally just bite the bullet and... Oh. Well, we can't improve relations with them. We're already exactly where we can be. We also don't really have a strong enough military yet to take them on. You can't hire anybody over here. You know, we should probably move those soldiers over here. Yeah, you know, I should have done that a long time ago. Okay. No, not there. So we should move the barracks out of here. So go down here. Yeah, we want the ones that are in Natal. I feel like there's an easier way to do this, because there is. Okay. Oh, there we go. Why? Yeah, we definitely don't have 4 levels here. 5 unraised conscripts. See, this is there's a bug in the game because when I took over the state. There we go. Oh, this is interesting. This is how I think you can get rid of this bug. Right? Central Archives. There we go. Yeah, we got rid of those 2 that were stuck in there. Okay. That's good to know. That's how you can get rid of that. Alright. Central Archives. That was actually a big discovery right there for me. Oh, 130 bureaucracy. We just need to get it hired. Oh, for God's sakes, come on. Although, how do they still have... Yeah, I don't want anybody... I don't want any soldiers here. So let's wait for it to pop back up again. We can't have it in an unincorporated state. It's just not going to work. Unfortunately. Okay, so we'll wait for it to pop back up again. We'll wait for the bug to stop bugging, as the kids say on the street. Oh, for pooping sakes, come on. Law debate failed. Oh my god. Ermagurg. There we go. Get rid of that. Although now you're gonna hire. Get out of here. All right. All right. So let's see what we got here. So 6 for stats. Okay. So that's good. So we have 6 line infantry. Actually, I'm already building this here. Now I would actually rather build that over here. I should have thought ahead. I hate to do that, but so we'll do the artillery in for stats. Move it to the top. And then we'll get rid of that. There we go. Since we're on National Militia, we can only have a level 5 barracks in every state. So we're going to have 5 of the line infantry here. So we have the arms industry there. And then, when this finishes the artillery, we'll put 5 artillery there. And then we can even out the army. So that's good. So we got the army situated. Thank God, that was one of my biggest concerns, which by that I mean not really at this point. But what I would like is census suffrage to pass here. Oh yeah. Okay, so we lost the promise, but the armed forces aren't pissed at us. So that's good. Tis good, tis good. And so, we're going to build a bunch of tooling. Because we got... Oh. I thought we had some tooling issues. So why? Why do we not? Well, we're going to need the tools in these places anyway. Although Natal, yeah, we're not going to build it there. Automate success. Okay. Okay, now we got a ton of paper. That's good. Are we not, you know, the Central Archives thing did not work out for us as I was hoping. I guess because we can't hire. Man, we gotta get to cultural exclusion. We really, really do. You know, I don't, it's rare, I feel like you ever get this where everybody is just happy. Makes me suspicious. Why is everybody in the government happy? Somebody should be mad at somebody else. Although maybe that's just the American in me coming out. Somebody should be mad at somebody. Okay. Look at this. So maybe, yeah, we don't need to have this consumption tax. How about those apples? Let's see, Transvaal. Ooh. Oh, do we have enlistment efforts active? No. Interesting. We can have that many conscripts there. Okay. The duel. Who's this? Not Christian Berger. I don't want you to die, my guy. Yeah, we could do this. I don't want them to do. I don't want either of those guys to die, actually. Okay, yeah. The peasant movement. Sure. Water tube boiler. Hey. This is good. Tools and coal all around. So we can do it in the tooling workshop. Alright, let's take a look at this stuff. So we have tools and coal. So let's go to the tooling workshop first. Water tube boiler. So that gives us that. Now, let's go to the coal mines. Condensing engine pump there. Condensing engine pump there, yes. And let's do it in the iron. Do it anyway. Oh, well, first, let's see what this is. A bookkeeper in government administration employed by the Anti-Marina Society is under investigation for bribery. Oh. An increase to legitimacy. Oh, we're already a contested government. Okay. Some more loyalists. I will take that. Alright. So our market. Iron is cheap. Okay. Tools are level. That's good. That's fine. So everything that can use the condensing engine pump, I think, is using it. Oh yeah, clippers. Okay, we'll come back to you. Yeah, that. Do we have a lot of... Yeah, so we might as well have the livestock ranches. Although this is a labor-saving PM. Yeah, we don't need to save labor at the moment. Yeah, alright. Now, I forget what the other industries were. Furniture, paper. That's what we have. So furniture and paper. How are we on furniture? We could use quite a bit. Although, I don't know if we have any furniture. Unless the private industries built it. Oh, we do. Oh, no, it's coming. Okay. And how are we on paper? Paper we're kind of level, so we don't need to do anything more for that. But we could build another construction sector. Yeah, we definitely can now. Put that at the very top. Let's make sure we're not running out of people. We're not. Okay. Let's get this passed. There we go. We got it. And we got our path to liberalism. The intelligentsia, under the leadership of Christian Berger, has ushered in an era of liberal politics that promises a freer society where all citizens have a part in the political process. Let's see. We could make the trade unionist a radical, or the armed forces guy a reformer. Oh, they'll take cultural exclusion. Yeah, we're gonna take that. All right. Oh my God, look at that. All right. I think we're at a stopping point. Very nice. I think we did some good work tonight. We seem to have made some progress. Right, I think we did. Yeah. We're moving quite along on this. So, yeah, we got some movement to do for next time. So I'll be coming back to this on Wednesday night. So that'll be the next one for this. And then Wednesday afternoon, I'm going to pick up with Civ 7 again. So Civ 7 in the afternoon, and then more of this in the evening. Yeah. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see everybody again on Wednesday. Good night.